Okay, welcome back
I can forge weapons for you.
to my Let's Play of Demon Souls Remake
I was worried sick.
on the PS5.
We are indebted.
And last time we finished up the 5th Archstone, leaving only one Archstone left to be completed, and that is the first one. We have 1-4 left to do.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost.
And 1-4 is, I would say, the most challenging level in the game, with the most challenging boss in the game. I don't know if that's really like a controversial statement to make. It's not a particularly lengthy level, but it's the longest, like, final level. So we got a dead dragon corpse here, which is pretty cool. That looks pretty good, I gotta say. And over yonder we have 3 black phantoms. Here is a demon. Fine. So we've got a light sword wielder, we've got an archer or crossbowman, and we have a big tanky tower shield and spear guy. So not to be taken lightly, this group. They can fuck your day up. Ideally we just take on one at a time, but that usually doesn't work out. Well, it might be working out. Alright, let's Alright, that's a pretty good start. Ah! What the? There you go. Alrighty. I figure it's just going to be hard to drag the archer over here, so... Oh, there we got the penetrating sword. The penetrating sword is what it's called. Now, this guy's going to be a little tricky. He has a scraping spear. This will fuck up your durability if you get hit. So ideally, we just do some rolls, stab him in the back, have a good time, life goes on, so on and so forth. Kinda like that. Seems easier to do backstab. Maybe it's because they changed the rolling to 8 directional. Alright, we got through that without too much trouble. That gives us the tower shield, which I think we already had. And that just leaves this archer, which is not a problem. Why would an archer ever be a problem? No, don't put away your sword and shield. That's not the bright idea. It's just fucking merciless. And you get the white bow. Right. Supposed to go right. Let's go check out this item over here. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. this building is fuck. Red Eye Knight right off the bat. You got people shooting at you. And we've got some assassins. Deal with that problem. That might have triggered the assassins. Possibly. I hear some movement. Oh, they fell onto this section. The poke. The poke saves the day, as always. Never fails. Here the poke's a little questionable. Look! Down here, you coward. Let us fight. I called him a coward. It's a valid strategy. 6 full moon grass. Yeah, if you need to farm some grass, here's the spot. Now, I watched Vadi's video, and this is a new shortcut that was not in the original game, which is kind of surprising that they would add a shortcut, since like they didn't add one in 4.2. But it's nice that they did, because this is a really shitty section. Controller like rumbles with his growls, like in perfect unison. That's great. So, yeah, we gotta contend with this blue dragon. Have him just kill the. So, we gotta. Frames, bitch. But I should run, shouldn't I? Breathe again. Alright, so we made it past that. That's good. Now, based on this shortcut, once we open that, we don't have to do that again, so that's nice. So he will reposition now up there. And we can open this. Nice. Very nice. Now, from what I heard... Oh, nice shield, nice sword. From what I heard now, is if you die... Oh, that's Bior. Oh, God. Is if you die... Dragon will be at the initial spot, and then you can go up the shortcut and just run past him. So it makes the whole thing way easier. You can also kill the dragon, but I don't have enough arrows, so forget about it. It wouldn't be an interesting process anyways.
My father is up above. Ha! I'll summon like him anyway. A demon in his shape. I began this quest to ask my father his reasons. To drag him back to the path of righteousness. But it seems it was all in vain. Please, kill my father. In his depraved state, he can only bring peril to these lands. This key opens Boletaria's mausoleum. Inside the mausoleum lies Father's sword, the Demon Brand, twin of Soul Brand. Use it to bring an end to his madness.
And he dies for some inexplicable reason. This is impatient. So the mausoleum is that massive door next to that first Red-Eye Knight that we killed. That I said, you can open this door, but much later. Now you can open that door. I mean, we don't need a sword. I could do it just to show you, but since we're right here and we're gonna fight the boss, let's just fight the damn boss. But first, we have Black Phantom Ostrava that we must fight. Breaking through my fucking shield like it's butter. I don't like that, sir. And there you get the rune shield and the rune sword, which look awesome. You are legendary. Wary of the king. You can summon here. All right. So, the king, Alant. It's a tricky fight. I can't imagine I'll do it in one go because I usually forget all of his moves. But again, it's another one. It's another fight that's familiar in a lot of ways to people that have played Souls games. He's a quick guy with a sword. He's got magic powers. He flies around the battlefield. It's definitely a far cry from like Leechmonger. King a lot. Do it. Gonna come in fast and furious. Fuck that up. Yeah. Shield is not cutting it. Assume because it's magic damage. Fucking shove. Be better off two-handed. Maybe not. Oh shit. Greed. That was greed, wasn't it? Alright, ideally we get another resonant. Oh! Damn, I really forgot the distance on that shit. Come on. Black pine resin lasts like 30 seconds. Fuck! Well, luckily we're not relying on Estus. You can just heal to your heart's content, baby. Well, I may have hyped it up a bit too much, but I think people on this channel that have watched my other playthroughs of Demon Souls and seen how much I struggled against that guy probably understood. I think that the 8-direction or omnidirectional rolling makes a big help. And I think I have a pretty optimized build here. We have a lot of health and a lot of damage with a big shield. And I'm, you know, you always get better at the game. So there you go. That was a good fight. Good clean fight.
How did you defeat my demonic reflection? How many souls might you have devoured, I wonder? The rest is up to the Old One. If it is to be, then you shall be beckoned.
Well, that's a good one. I like that.
The
Oh,
old one
shit.
calls for thee. Let us proceed below to its lair.
Yes, let's do that.
granted thy wish. A new demon. Come now, be good.
Very epic. Very epic. Look at that. And I love that they have like birds there for scale, even though it's like, how are the birds surviving down here, wherever the fuck this is? But this is awesome.
Let us proceed below to its lair.
We're in the lair.
Let us proceed.
Okay, she just says that. So we go inside this entity. And we roll through a bunch of branches.
You have been chosen by the Old One. Will you seek the everlasting demon souls? Or has the monumental blinded you? Whatever your choice, you are our first visitor. May you be welcome here. Surely you have seen for yourself the pain and suffering that fills this world. But God is merciful, and so created the Old One, a poison to the poison. The Old One will feed upon our souls and put an end to this tragedy.
So here's the real King Alon. And so you have the option of killing him or not killing him. So or do you not have a choice? I thought there was a choice here. Am I really just stupid? Maybe you do have to kill him. Maybe there isn't a choice. I mean, this is the final boss, but not much of a final boss, obviously. Hold on, we gotta see what he looks like on fire. Oh, yeah.
You fool! Don't you understand? No one wishes to go on.
So you have the choice of becoming the new Old One or just saying fuck it, I think.
Thy work is done. Slayer of demons, go back above. The Nexus shall imprison thee no longer. I shall lull the Old One back to slumber.
Right. Here's the choice. Here's the choice. There you get Soulbrand.
The Old One and I shall slumber evermore, as it should be. Thou mayst go, be gone to thy world.
So here you have the choice of killing the Maiden in Black, or leaving and letting her put it to sleep again. If you kill the Maiden in Black, the old one, wakes up and you basically are its servant, which I think is not the good ending.
My thanks. At last, the end is in sight.
The Old One, along with the Maiden, were swept back into the lulling fog. Boletaria was spared from the demons, but also lost its knowledge of the soul arts. The souls lost during the pandemonium were never retrieved. And today, the unstable world has another monumental to hold its fabric together. A brave new hero of unprecedented power.
All right, there you have it. So if you're confused about the plot, let me just read from Wikipedia real quick. Explain the synopsis. Demon Souls takes place in the kingdom of Boletaria. In ancient times, due to the misuse of magic known as the soul arts, Boletaria was attacked by a being called the Old One. The world was nearly consumed by the magical deep fog and the soul-eating demons it created. The Old One was eventually lulled to slumber, saving what remained of Boletaria, while some survivors became long-lived monumentals to warn future generations. In the game's present, Boletaria's ruler, King Allant, restored the soul arts, awakening the Old One and its demon army. Boletaria is now being consumed by demons, with those humans without souls turning into insane monsters. Players take the role of an adventurer entering the fog engulfing Boletaria. After being killed, the player wakes up in the Nexus and meets a benevolent demon called the Maiden in Black, as well as various other characters. Now bound to the Nexus until the Old One is returned to slumber, the player travels to 5 regions of Boletaria, killing the powerful demons controlling those areas, and absorbing their souls to increase their power so they can face King Allant. However, the King Allant the player faces is revealed to be a demon imposter. After defeating the false King Allant, the Maiden in Black takes the player, now dubbed the Slayer of Demons, to the Old One. The Slayer of Demons faces the true King Allant, who has been transformed into a helpless blob-like demon within the Old One's body. The Maiden in Black then arrives to put the Old One to sleep again. If the Slayer of Demons leaves the Old One, they are hailed as the hero of the restored, though damaged, Boletaria, becoming a new monumental to support the world as the knowledge of soul arts is lost. If the Slayer of Demons kills the Maiden in Black, they serve the Old One and sate their hunger for souls as the fog continues to spread. That seems like the bad ending. Alright, so, Demon Souls. I mean, what can I really say at this point? I mean, Demon Souls was already a great game. And so, this is really what you want out of a remake of a great game. It just improves on every aspect of it and makes it so that you never need to go back to the original ever again. I mean, what more do you want? I mean, it'd be nice if all sorts of games got that same treatment, where it was just better. It's just better and modern. and you never needed to play the original. And then they just did that every 10 years or so. And, great games are always relevant and great games. It's not like it needs to be done. I mean, this game did not need to be created. Life would have gone on. People would still play the original game. And all would be well. But it makes sense. It makes sense to have a game that's a little dated, update it, and keep things the same. It's still going to be great. You're going to release a good game as long as you don't, fuck up the remaking process. And they didn't. So it's still great. Like I said, this is one of the best launch titles ever. I wouldn't mind seeing like a nice list. Let's go back to like PS2 era. I mean, look at what the PS2 launched with. Dynasty Warriors 2, Armored Core 2, Ridge Racer 5, Street Fighter EX3, Time Splitters, Unreal Tournament, Wild Wild Racing. I mean, there's some okay games in there, but now the GameCube launched with Luigi's Mansion, and Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2, Super Monkey Ball, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Some decent stuff in there. The Xbox, of course, launched with Halo, which, I mean, come on, that certainly is one of the greatest launch titles ever. But aside from Halo, I mean, I don't know, Fusion Frenzy, Shrek, Xbox 360 launched with Condemned Criminal Origins, Call of Duty 2, Cameo Elements of Power, Perfect Dark Zero, Ridge Racer 6. PS3 launched with Call of Duty 3, Genji Days of the Blade. Isn't that crab battle? Massive damage to crabs. Resistance Fall of Man. Yeah, I mean, I'll stand by my statement. I think this is one of the best launch titles ever. Yeah, so, like I said, I wouldn't have minded if they had changed some things, if they had modernized things other than graphics and animations and things like that. I wouldn't have been angry. If they had gotten away with item burden. It's interesting because they put in more strict limits on grasses that you can carry. In the original, I'm pretty sure you can carry 99 of all the grasses if you want. And they increased the weight of some of the grasses, I believe. I'm pretty sure. So they went that far in trying to sort of alleviate some things, but they didn't get rid of item burden entirely. That must have been just too big of a change. And they added some other little things like that shortcut that was added. And the mysterious door that people are still working on. The Twitter account for Blue Point Games teased people that they posted a picture of like the other side of the door, which we know what's on the other side of the door. It's just there's an item there. So they posted a picture of that and then said, "Wish you were here" or something like that. Which means that it's not just like an accident. They know that people are trying to get into that door and it's possible. So I wouldn't have minded some changes, but as it is, still a fantastic game. I'm looking forward to doing my second playthrough, a bit more of a complete playthrough. And I hope that down the line we get a similar remake of Dark Souls 1, which I think doesn't even need that. It doesn't even need really any changes compared to how I feel about Demon Souls. Because I think Dark Souls 1 is a better game. So it will really benefit from a graphical update and still just be an awesome game. But I do think that that's further off. Unless this one sells really well and they're like, fuck it, just keep going. But Dark Souls 1 has been remastered. And it's been on PC, you know, things like that. It's been on multi-platforms. Demon Souls was this PS3 exclusive that looked really dated, and yeah, I can see. And so they could remake Demon Souls and have it be an exclusive for PlayStation and be like, you know, that makes sense. Demon Souls will never be multi-platform, even though when they announced it or whatever, they teased that it was coming to PC, and that was apparently a lie, and that's bullshit. anyways, yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. But I think Body said it best in that, you know,
Soul of the lost withdrawn from
New Game Plus. Elden Ring now has to sort of live up to this with like animation quality and lighting and the facial animations, things like that. The pressure's on Elden Ring a little bit now. Blue Point did a really fantastic job. All right. We'll leave it off there. I don't really do the New Game Plus thing. I'd rather just go to a different playthrough. But yeah, oh, the last thing here. This shrine, you can offer 25,000 souls to seek forgiveness, to go to the fractured world, or to customize your character again. So you can change your gender and things like that. And even though there isn't a gender option, it doesn't say male, female. It's really your body type A or body type B. The funny thing is, there are armor sets in the game designed for only males or only females. So technically, I think I'm a male, so I can't equip the female armor. But that's a little odd. I wonder, what does it say when you try to... I should have the female only, unless they removed that requirement.
I'm stuck playing my way, but I would be happy.
Hold on, I have the it's the ragged set, right? Or the brushwoods? No, not the... It says it's worn into battle by women of high rank. Oh, the old ragged robes. Oh, I'd be overburdened. Okay, hold on. What? Would I still be overburdened? Ah. There we go.
Best of luck to you. Wait.
Shut up. There you go. There you go. I can't equip it. I cannot equip this. And that's really funny because unless I'm missing something, where does this tell you? Oh, okay. It says type A right there. Type A. Type A armor. And I think it's bullshit overall. Like, what? It's... They're going to these efforts, you know, and we saw this with Star Wars Squadrons as well. They're going to these efforts to be inclusive and not using, you know, sex or gender or anything like that. It's just body type. You know, people have different body types, and it doesn't really matter, you know, what gender you want to be referred to with. So they're going to all these efforts to be inclusive, but then they have armor sets that can only be worn by certain body types. And it's like, I'm shocked that they didn't remove that. I'm actually shocked that they didn't remove that. Because really, what does it fucking matter? What does it fucking matter? Like, it's not... Is it going to break the game if I pick body type B and I want to wear the old ragged robes? Like, who cares? That's crazy. But there you go. Anyways, so if you want to wear the old ragged robes, you can go here and pay 25,000 souls to customize your character and change your body type. Seek forgiveness, I think, resets your souls? Or maybe I'm wrong? Let me just double check. Yeah. Huh. I don't know, it doesn't really say. I think it's a respec. But anyways, Fractured World, however. Fractured World, this is really interesting to me. This is a mirror mode. Yeah, this flips the entire game world horizontally. So let's load into the gates of Boletaria so we can get a look at this. I'm really interested to do a playthrough with this mode on. Flips, cinematics, everything. Yeah, okay. So there you go. The whole game is flipped. It's like playing a new game. The only bummer with this is you need to spend 25,000 souls to activate it, which is a little tricky early on. And also flips your character horizontally as well. So I'm holding the spear in my left hand now. Which isn't that big of a deal. It's just the buttons aren't flipped, which I think is a good thing. So L1, even though it's in my right hand, holds up my shield. And R1 attacks with the spear in my left hand. But here you go. This is mirror mode. Or Fractured World. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing a full playthrough of this. Not recorded or anything, but on my own. Like that I'm like done with this playthrough. I'm moving on to another one. And I have to pick up this fucking crescent moon grass because I can't help it. Alright, so yeah, wow. That's definitely odd. This is an odd experience to have it be flipped. Fuck, yeah. Throws off a lot of like muscle memory and stuff like that. Anyways. I just wanted to show you that. So this is, this is a new feature. This was not in the original. And I think this is a cool feature. So stuff like that is awesome. Little optional things that don't change the core experience at all, but you know, add more things for you to do. That's why I think adding in the 6th Archstone would be awesome. I think I would want FromSoft to actually design it and sign off on it and all that. Like, I don't want Bluepoint designing it or anything. They'd probably do a fine job, but it wouldn't be like canonical in any way. Whereas if FromSoft designed the whole thing and said, "Yep, this is good, this is canon," then we'd finally get the 6th Archstone, which is something we've wanted for years and years. Now would be the best time to finally see it happen. But maybe they'd rather just spend all their time focusing on Elden Ring. And that's okay too. Oh, I wonder... wait a minute. This way. I wonder if I can open the mausoleum right now. Should be able to, right? If I can show you that, I can show you one last thing before we call it a day. Blocked, bitch. Bitch. I guess maybe you lose that key when you go to New Game Plus. Yeah, I assume... Well, I guess you probably lose all your keys. Yeah, you lose all your keys. That makes sense. All right, well, fuck it. You'll have to play on your own or look up some other video if you really want to know what's behind that door. Like I said, it's a sword. Or is it? Oh, all right, we'll call it here. In mirrored world. Cool stuff. Great game. Really great stuff. Makes me happy overall that I had to buy a PS5 from a scalper. It was worth it for me. Yeah, I mean, I would have played the game eventually whenever they came out with more of them, but damn it, I wanted to play it now, and I'm glad that it was not shit. They didn't ruin it. My name is Mangg. This has been Demon's Souls Remake on the PS5. I'll see you fine folks around.